when I find myself in time.
Hey guys, welcome to Solos Made Easy. I am George, and today we will be learning Let It Be by the Beatles or George Harrison. Well, George Harrison was the one that played it. So let's get started. First off, I am using a Gibson Les Paul BFG. If you haven't tried one of these, they rock. Very nice budget Les Paul, and it's absolutely killer. I love it. All right, let's get started on this. Make sure you download the PDF so you can follow along. It's free. Should be a Google Drive link in the description. Okay. Let's dial in a decent tone. We don't want too much gain on this one. I like to use either the middle position or actually even the bridge. I try to stay away from the bridge too much, especially on the more vintage, old school solos like this one. But for this one, there's a lot of grit, a lot of bite. We start off with a quick 3-5 on the E string, and then we go 3-3 on the A, to a bend on 5 back down to 3. So all together. Nice. Now we go to 5-5 on the A string, followed by a 3-5 E, 3-5 A. And the 3-5 3-5 pattern is all hammer on. So 3 hammer on to 5, then next string 3 hammer on to 5. Let's get that first measure down. Sounds like this. Nice. Now the next measure starts off with a quick slide from 5 to 7 using my third finger. Just like that. It's just one pick. And then we go to 5 on the D string, 7. And then I actually use my second finger on that 7 on the A string to slide down to 5. And then first finger on 3. So that measure sounds like this. One more time. Awesome. We'll take that whole first line together. Ready, and... Very cool. All right, now the next part, second line. We start off with a quick slide from 5 to 7 on the A string, 5-5 on the D, 7 on the A, 5D. So sounds something like this. Again. And just keep note that I only pick once on that slide. It's not. Okay. Now we have 7D, 5 on G. And then I'm going to slide up from 7 to 9. I like to use my second finger on 8 on the B string. 10. And I'll pull off to the second finger. And then I use my first finger to do that whole step bend. And I'll shift back. So all together, let's do that measure. That measure is the most challenging so far. Sounds like this. Nice. One more time. Okay, now we're going to do 7-5 pull off on the G, 7-5 on D. Not a pull off though, we're picking them. And then 7-5, we're going to do a slide with my third. I like to use my third finger. And then first finger on 3. So it sounds like this. And that 5 on the D string, you hold out just a little bit longer. Sounds like this. So let's recap it. Let's get that whole second line down. Sounds like this. Awesome. Now let's play the whole thing up to there. Here we go. You're halfway done. You're halfway done. It's not too bad, right? Not too bad. Halftime. All right. Now let's start with our B section. We have a quick, what do you call those? Anacrusis pickups. So you have a quick pickup on the E string, low E, 3-5. And then I use my third finger to do a full bend. Okay, that one's a little tricky. On that, excuse me, on that 7 bend on the G string, I even hold it out over that rest. I know I wrote that rest there, but you could do one of 2 ways. I tend to actually hold it out a little bit longer. Sounds like this. So very similar sounds. One more time slowly. Make sure that bend is up, and then the next time you pluck, you need to be on your 7, not bent, but 7. So maybe I'm not doing it perfectly either. One more time, that whole phrase. Nice. Okay, so where do we go now? Okay, now we have the pickup to the next measure. We have a quick on the D string. It's a quick hammer-on 5-7. And then I still use my third finger to slide up to 9 on G. You could probably use your pinky. I like to use my second finger on the 8 of the B, coming right up. Sorry. And then again, same with the pinky. We've seen that before in measure 3. At least something very similar. We'll try that one more time. Nice. And then the next part is we start with 5-7 on the D string, hammer on, up to 5 on the G. And that 7, you're gonna hit it, but you're gonna slide right out of it. And this time, instead of playing the 8 on the B string, you're gonna go all the way to the high E string. Nice. One more time. And then again, we've got that. We have those pull-offs with the pinky on 10 to 8. Third finger on 9. And it's going to be a quick staccato note. So let's try that phrase again. And then right here, you got to do that high bend on the 10. Let's start right on that bend. We have, and then that double stop on the 2 8s on C and G, on the E string and the B string. Okay, one more time. And then my second finger goes to 9. And then here's where I like to use a little bit of, what do you call this? Hybrid picking. I like to use, right here, 9 and 10. I'll do this shape with second finger and third finger. And do a quick slide down a whole step. And then I'll do that bend with the second finger. So again, that phrase sounds. One more time. Now that 10, that bend up, could get tricky. Okay, I don't like bending the E string, so you could fake it and you could slide up to there. Sounds pretty good to me, depending on your style. So what I would do is I would just slide that 10 up to 12 and then treat it the same. Or just depends what you want to do. So let's try that whole B section again. Here we go. Nice. We're going to put it all together. I'm going to play it pretty slow for you, just so hopefully you could play along. 1, ready, and... Awesome. Well, great job. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be uploading the backing tracks to this. I upload the normal speed one and a slowed down version. So go ahead and check those out. If you like this, go ahead and download. A reminder to download that PDF on the bottom. I do have a Patreon if you want to support what I do. I also sell all my lessons and licks on Etsy. So go ahead and check those out. Anyways, guys, have a great one and rock and roll. Thanks.